I have toes and fingers. Oh, hi. It's me, Rich Fulcher. Rich Fulcher's TalkBox coming up. And our guest this week is Alisdair Beckett-King. You may not know him, but he's 6'3", and he's ginger, and he's half Scottish, and he's smart, and he's funny. So laugh when you listen to him. No, he's great. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's got viral videos out the wazoo. Now listen, press like and subscribe. Don't forget, because we got a great one coming up, and it's right over here. Yeah, here. That's the PM. He was at Moose Knuckles. Merch. Got my merch. Okay. Great. Okay. Oh, hi, Alisdair. How are
Rich,
you?
I'm very well.
You brought some tea.
I brought myself a little pot of tea.
Whoa.
Thank you for having me in
Help
your
yourself.
cave.
My little cave. I feel like a cave dweller.
Like a little goblin.
Should I do this? I don't know.
It depends. Do you want to lean in? Do you want to lean into goblin, or is goblin something you're steering away from?
I don't know if we have a lot of goblin listeners, so...
Well, no,
I'm
don't
not
rule
sure.
it out. Goblin, it's a big market.
Really?
If you want to shift merch, nobody likes collecting little trinkets like a goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I'm going to cater to them then.
Yeah. And I'll go for the wizards.
Now,
so between us, we're a goblin and a wizard.
We're covering a lot of bases. Did you have far to go? Do you live in the environs of London?
Yes, I do. I live in South London. Not to show off.
I've heard of
Lewisham. Lewisham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. I live almost exactly between Catford and Dulwich. So it's an interesting mix. You know, with Dulwich, which is very posh and sophisticated, and Catford, where real people live, who and so we live exactly in the
Real
middle.
folks.
Real folks. Yeah,
People
salt of
that
the earth.
take their trash out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, actually, we don't have wheelie bins where I live. We just leave it on the street. But that's the way it is.
And do you find it, because you gig a lot, you're a gigging comic.
I am I'm a real comedian. Yeah, a lot of people don't believe this. I've got a YouTube channel.
Pinch
People are
him,
like,
he's real.
People don't believe that I do gigs. I do. I'm a comedian.
Is it difficult to get to and from your gigs from where you live?
No, because I live next to a train station, wrong side of the tracks.
Okay.
But, not to be too cool about it. Bit dangerous, but
right.
no,
Enough
I don't drive, but I go everywhere by train. But the British Isles, they're riddled with train lines.
Yeah.
So you can get by without a car, as long as you don't want to do like the rugby clubs and the golf clubs. You know, those gigs that
Which
we all
you've
love
done?
so much.
Have you done those?
I have. I don't know what it is about a sporting building that the people in them don't like me.
Oh, really?
I don't go over well in a
think they'd
golf
like
club.
you.
Why is that?
Yeah, because you have that welcoming look, right? Don't you?
No, I think I'm welcoming, but I find the golf clubs do not welcome me. They're like, is this going to be Whimsy? If he's whimsical, I'm going to kick off.
Who was the guy that played the golf clubs? Morecambe and Wise? Did they do a lot of golf clubs?
I imagine I'm
Oh,
sure
right,
they'd
yeah.
go down brilliantly in the golf clubs, Morecambe and Wise. I just need to make my act more like Morecambe and Wise.
Okay.
The main problem is I'm one guy. That is the big barrier, I think, to becoming Morecambe and Wise for me.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd love as well, in addition to your comedy, is your YouTube clips. Amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. And I'll tell you something. Initially, I did not want to like them. No, I did not want to.
I love that. I love that.
Because they are so highly, they're produced so well. You've got a lot of
And
money.
that angered you.
No, but I was just going to say, when I initially see something like that, I go, it can't be that funny because they're putting so much money, because it's almost inversely
I know what you mean.
proportional sometimes.
I get a lot of feedback where people say, "Hey, I love your sketches, the lighting," and I'm like, and the jokes, and they're like, but the green screen.
No, but what I'm saying,
and
this
did you
has-
enjoy the jokes?
This is funny as well as high production value.
Well, the secret is that it's not expensive. It's just I just do it all. And so like they say, time is money. If you don't
Yes.
have money, you can just spend a lot of time on you can spend weeks working on a 30-second long clip.
How do you do it?
I think the secret is buying pasta in bulk and just not spending.
So you go to Costco
Yeah.
to get your...
It's all about finding efficiencies. My secret has always been earn little money, but spend even less money.
Yes.
And the result is happiness.
Low overhead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
But you must know a lot of... you went to film school, is that right? Okay.
Yes, well done. You've done some research.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically I squandered the government's money. It used to be possible to get the government to pay for you to learn things in
Not
the old
anymore.
days. No, those days are gone. So
Forget it.
Don't get excited. If you're like, I could go to film school. You can't.
No.
If a young person is listening to this, no, it's not going to happen
Go
for
to
you.
YouTube school.
But it happened for me. I was the last child to have opportunities, and then I squandered all of that by graduating and immediately starting stand-up, which was great because it's so expensive and slow to make films, and it's so quick.
Yes.
With stand-up,
yes.
you can just go to, if you live in a city, you can just go to a place and talk. And
Well,
you're doing stand-up if people laugh.
So you went when you were going to school, you went to school in London for film. Were you doing stand-up while you were in school?
I wish I had been, because there's all student comedy competitions you can take advantage of. But I started just as I was, so I'd made a film, I'd invested so much time in it.
Filmmaker Alice.
Yeah, I wanted to be like Orson Welles, and then I went to the London Film School, which is probably about 3 meters away from where we are now. It's in Covent Garden. We're underneath it as we speak. And they have a thing where when you make a film, they put you at the front of the room in front of everyone, and then without you being allowed to talk, they tell you what they thought of your film. It's like a form of ritual humiliation.
Yeah.
You know, like a trial in the Soviet satellite state.
It's like a verbal stoning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly like which
I get it.
Exactly. And so they hated my film, and it was such a humiliating experience. And the only good thing that had happened to me creatively at that time was I'd done one gig. I went to my first open mic same week, and I did a gig, and I did 5 minutes, and people laughed.
That's
and
amazing.
I was like, forget all this film business.
Really? So you just
I'm a
ditched
comedian
it?
now. I'll just become a comedian now. But then luckily, we had a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I got to pull out all the skills that I
Oh,
had
is that when you
developed.
started to do all the... Did you notice friends of yours started doing it? And,
Everyone started to do it because people had no choice. But I just had 6 months head start on people because I already had the stuff and I already knew how to...
You had the skills.
Yeah, so I just was able to just do things a little bit faster, perhaps, or just a little bit.
I think
a
that's
little bit
great,
ahead.
though.
And
have the basic skills.
Well, I often say to people, if you're at all interested in comedy, I think you should go and do some open mics, because even if you don't make it, even if you don't find work,
Yes.
you're going to meet some of the strangest people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Extras.
the people. Yes, the reality's extras.
Yeah.
Reality's walk-on parts. Some of the weirdest people, and then 10 years time, some of them are going to be doing right-wing propaganda for Russia Today, and some of them are going to be professional comedians. Some of them are going to be millionaires, and some of them will have had complete breakdowns. It's sad.
That's the PM. He was at Moose Knuckles Wednesday nights.
Exactly. You're going to meet everybody who's going to go on to do something great or terrible.
Right.
In 10 years' time, if you go to an open mic for long enough.
It's true. I think everyone should go through it.
I think it's a really good thing to do. It's interesting. You see an interesting side of humanity.
Because I think it's interesting because, there are people, though, that started out... You started in the mid-noughties, sort of?
The tens. 2012
The tens.
was when I started gigging.
Yeah. So the YouTube stuff hadn't really taken off then.
No, YouTube didn't exist. And when I started, everyone said, don't put any of your stuff online.
Exactly.
Oh, don't put it online.
Exactly. It's precious.
Yeah.
You keep it, and then you do it for a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, we're still waiting to hear about the Netflix special.
But some people have still not made the transition to like, oh, I've got to do this stuff online. I've got to get an online presence.
Yeah. Yeah. In a weird way, though, like if you don't like doing reels, don't do reels, I think. I find it strange when I run into comics who are like, oh, I just hate doing reels. I've got to do some reels. Got to record some.
My agent says I got to do reels.
Do some reels. Hey, you, where are you from? Is your girlfriend your carer? No, I need to do a reel. And it's like, if you're not enjoying this, just don't do it. Stop.
Do what you like.
Do the things
you like. And that
will
come across.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Kenny? No, I agree totally. I don't know what happened, though, during COVID. I did not catch the bug of filming things.
So you didn't start putting content
I
out there.
instead became depressed.
I got to tell you, it's not either or. You can produce content and be depressed. So that was an option. But I know I respect that. I respect just what's wrong with just sitting in your pants?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? That's what everyone was doing.
Yeah. And the state of the industry right now, a lot of people are going back to stand-up. Like, you know how there are people that sometimes they use stand-up as a stepping stone to get their sitcom or whatever. A lot of them are like, there's not much work. Why don't I go back to stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice. Okay, I guess none of us have real control over our lives and our careers. There's always a gatekeeper of one kind or another. And online, it kind of seems like there's no gatekeepers, but actually there are algorithms with gatekeepers behind them, and you just don't see it.
Yes.
Whereas British comedy is quite small, so you know the names of the television producers and radio producers who make the decisions.
Exactly.
So you know who it is who's holding you back.
Yeah.
And you just, hope that those people...
the pictures on the wall.
Yeah, with darts. Exactly. Whereas with, if it's YouTube or a social media platform, it's just something is deciding that this is good and that's bad, but we never see what it is.
But then you have the semblance with stand-up and with putting your stuff online. You have some sort of control over what you're doing. You'll wake up in the morning and it won't be, I wonder if my agent's going to call me. You go, I'm going to do something about Keir Starmer.
That's the first thing I think of every morning. I just spend a few minutes just thinking about Keir Starmer, just to inspire me.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, I saw a clip of you doing something on Severance. You've watched Severance, right? Were you a big fan?
I enjoyed Severance a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'm a Severance apologist because even though it does lots, it's doing the sort of the Lost thing of being like, and what's behind this door? Another door. But actually, I think it's got quite a lot of heart, and I found it quite touching. And I'm older now, and I don't need shows to make sense. I don't need the answers.
Yes.
I just want to be made to feel something.
People want concrete endings.
No. I give me ambiguity and feelings. That's all I want.
Yeah. Or as I like to say, ambiguity.
Ambiguity. Am I saying it wrong?
No.
Ambiguity.
No, I just like to say it like that.
Right.
Yeah. But do you think, though, that it should end? Like, Laws definitely could have ended a lot sooner.
I would have been glad if they'd ended it at 2.
Yeah,
because unfortunately everyone needs work, and so everything has to keep going until they cancel it, which is a shame.
That's the thing with U.S. TV. Over here, they're satisfied. Look at The Office, right? 12 episodes, bing, bang, boom. The U.S. Office, it's still going on, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. And he just keeps getting more and more hair, inexplicably. Like, he's bald at the start. And now he's got the thickest head he's going to mane by the end of it. What's happening? He's got a full fro. No, I think you're right. The nice thing about British sitcoms is that, like, 1 or 2 people write 12 episodes of comedy and then have a nervous breakdown. And then if they recover, they do
But
it
I
again.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact that there are two distinct ways of approaching it. Whereas I hear people sometimes talking about, over here, they go, we ought to get a room like they do in the U.S. And it's like, no! No, you have autonomy over your show.
Do you think so? So you think it gives people a creative freedom that you don't
Yes.
get with the writer's room system?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because not that I know a lot of what I'm talking about, but I will, like...
There's a little ambiguity in what you're saying. But
I'll pitch a show to someone out here, and they'll go... whereas they used to go, I'll take it to Channel 4, I'll take it to whatever, Dave. But instead, they'll say, I have a U.S. agent, and I'm going to maybe get a this is like multiply by 15 suits how many people are going to put their little, the cooks spoiling the broth.
I don't know. I think things have changed a lot, but the stuff I used to really love when I was a teenager, there was in the UK, there was a spate of TV shows, maybe a little
Deal
bit
or
like
No
Second
Deal.
City. I was a big Deal or No Deal head. Like, some people would say it makes no difference which order you open the boxes. The same things are in them. You can't change what's in a box by thinking about it.
It
But
does.
not me. I think it's magic. I think Noel Edmonds can do magic.
Exactly.
And it's absolutely worth spinning that out to 45 minutes, in my opinion. Let's see if we can make that a bit longer. But there were loads of shows like Adam and Joe and This Morning with Richard Not Judy and Fist of Fun, where they were very student-y comedy.
Yes.
But it also felt like nobody is checking what's going out. Like, this stuff shouldn't be on air. It's too shoddily put together.
Yeah.
The jokes are too niche. Like in the background of an episode of Fist of Fun, there's an A-board that says, the cut worm forgives the plough. That is never referenced at any point. That's a William Blake quote, which I know, obviously. Obviously, I get that.
Obviously, yeah.
I recognise that quote.
Me too, kind of.
But why is it there? Was it a sketch that was deleted? It doesn't matter. Is it just some kind of pretentious wankery to appeal to a pretentious wanker
Yes.
like me? Yeah.
Yes.
But that doesn't make sense in the world of YouTube, because if you have something that isn't good enough for television, if you had something that's kind of shoddy and homemade, it would go on the internet now. So you can't have that subversive sort of young onesy kind of, this shouldn't even be on telly, but it is. It doesn't make sense anymore.
Plus, it seems a bit like comedy's so subjective. Like, you can get people in a room and they can all pretty much like Bridgerton. But put them in the show Fist of Fun, maybe one person or three people will like it. And no, I mean, you're gonna divide the room.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
comedy's way more divisive.
Yeah.
I agree. And I guess people want... isn't that one of the nice things about comedy, though?
It's the
when
best.
When you're in on a joke that other people aren't in on?
Yes.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Are you listening?
And you want people
That's what it's about.
to like it as well. They might or they might not, but you feel like you're in on a little secret, a little comedy secret.
Yeah, I love it when a joke gets one laugh from one person. Like when you're trying a new bit and you're like, perfect.
That's what I want.
That's a joke for me and that person. That's ideal. Now, if I could, what I want to do is not change the joke, but get everyone else on board.
Yes.
Keep it the same, but somehow persuade everybody else to see things the way just you and that one person see
But it
things.
doesn't always happen that way, no.
It does not happen. No.
And then you find out after the show that person was in a straitjacket.
That is the worst thing, though. Do you ever get compliments after a show from people who you don't want compliments
Yes.
from? People you're like, oh, you liked it.
Yeah. And then you're going, who else wants?
Yeah, what about the French philosopher in the polo neck? The turtleneck over there. Did you like it? No, but just this guy.
Well, the same thing, too, like you look out at the audience and you tell a joke, gets a good laugh, but then there's one person not laughing. And then you're like, what the hell is the matter with that guy? I'm going to play the rest of my hour to that guy.
It better be a personal tragedy. And if so, why did you come out to the show?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
But I guess, people, though sometimes I've had whole shows like that. And then the nice thing about doing like a free fringe show at Edinburgh is people put money in the bucket afterwards. And sometimes I've had the worst show and then I've made loads of money. And it's like, did they just enjoy it inside? is that
They were comforted.
yeah, I gave them something.
Yeah.
Did they think it was spoken word? Why?
Yeah.
Why am I rich? I'm rich but sad.
Well, not everybody's a laugher, right?
No.
Like country-wise, it's different too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, how would you, just the UK, how would you break down, say, Scottish audiences from English?
I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to say anything bad about Scotland.
Okay.
I'm half Scottish.
Okay.
So I'm allowed to speak authoritatively
All right.
on the subject of Scotland. I think Scottish audiences are, if you're English especially, I
Get
think
ready.
Scottish audiences are harder to impress. But I think they very much reward someone who's made the effort to know things about Scotland. You know, someone who isn't just coming up and doing exactly the set they would do in London with no tweaks.
Just,
Someone, and I think Scottish hecklers are funnier because they understand that it's not worth shouting out unless it's good.
yeah.
Whereas in Kent,
They'll just be drunk.
Yeah, it's just somebody
Yeah.
who's just joining in, you know. Whereas in Scotland, like, it's going to be a really cutting put down that's going to absolutely, it's going to be devastatingly astute and funny.
There'll be a minute pause where you go, how do I come back from that?
It's just a physical pain with ow, and the audience will really see that you've genuinely been
So
hurt.
when they come on board, they're on board.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did, last time I was on tour, I did say it's nice to be in Edinburgh while in Glasgow. And that is, thank you. That is a mistake. But they just toyed with me, you know, like a cat with a mouse after that. They just didn't let me know how angry they were about it. And so every time I thought I was safe, they would like, whoa, and I was like, oh, no, I'm in trouble again. And so they just, you know, they just toyed with me. They just played with me. It was fun for them.
One
Terrifying
time
for me.
we were, this was in England though, one time we were in one city and then we yelled out, this was on the Boosh tour, we yelled out the wrong city.
Which
Hello. And then it was like, from that point on, we made sure that the city was.
But did people not just go, those crazy surrealists?
Yes,
This
yes.
show is so surreal.
I
They're
think
pretending
we
to be in Luton.
recovered, but I think it scared us so much that.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
that's good to know that it's not just me. And
Yeah,
that can
yeah.
happen to anyone.
Know your city. They're performing it.
They really, and I think, where was it? I referred to one place as a town. And then I started to do another routine. And I was going, what's that? It's a city, not a town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
wow.
a cathedral.
I know, and they were so upset
Yeah.
about the fact that I called it a town. Even though you'd call London a town, wouldn't you?
But that was 15 minutes ago, sir. I'm sorry.
I think all cities are towns, but not all towns are cities. That's what I said.
Oh, yes.
But they wouldn't have it.
Well done. And then you did a Venn diagram.
Yeah, it's just basic stuff, really. You should know this, I said to them. But they
Then
wouldn't have it.
there are people, though, say you go to Scotland and you have an act, but then you place local items in your act, and they know you've kind of crowbarred.
Yeah.
Did you ever
think
get that?
I have one where I sort of do that because I'm talking about traveling somewhere on a train, so I try and name a place that I would have traveled through to get there.
Yeah.
Which I feel when I do it is actually very sophisticated.
Yeah.
But when everyone else does it, it's really hack, and I get really annoyed. So I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say whether that's good or bad.
One comment, I think it was Rich Halt, said to me, like, always get, especially Americans, is always come out a bit self-deprecating at first because instead of saying, this is the way it is, and it's like, obviously you don't know what you're saying.
So do you think audiences will bridle if an American comes out acting like
I think so.
a big shot?
Unless they're confidently being an idiot. Yeah.
Because I've seen American audiences react to. I've seen like comics do jokes about how rich they are to American audiences. American comics be like, "I'm so rich," and the audience is like, "Woo! Yeah, he made it. We're pleased for him."
You can't do that here.
You can't do that. Nobody wants to know that you're doing well.
Well, I find like, in LA, there were people that would do, you get the notepad and stuff. And a lot of people would talk about, their day. Like, I had an audition today. It's like, it does not go over here. I met Conan O'Brien. Glasgow. I met Conan O'Brien, and we were
Yeah, he's ginger. Come on, you're ginger. Is there nothing? No. I think it seems it's not very relatable. I guess.
Yes.
It seems very show busy.
Yes. Don't be show busy.
No one wants that.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. Maybe Australians are the same. I think there's a sense that if someone thinks they're a bit special, want, what's a tall poppy? I think they call it in Australia.
Yeah, they have that.
Tall poppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you stand out, you get your head chopped off. And I think there's a lot of that, especially in the north where I grew up. Like I didn't realise, because I'm moderately funny. I'm a professional comedian. I'm quite funny. Some comedians are, as people, much funnier than me. Like as you can see.
That's what everyone says, though. My brother is the funny one, right? Yeah.
What was I saying before I was being
self-deprecation?
I didn't realise that I was funny until I moved to the south of England because nobody had mentioned it to me up until then. Because in the north of England, no one's ever going to say you're really funny.
Exactly.
But in London, you meet people from all over the world, and foreigners don't have the problems we have, and so they were just like, "Hey, you're funny." I was like, "What am I?" Then I'll become a professional comedian. Thank you.
Wow. No one told me.
No, you would never find out. I don't know how people in the north who get started in the north have the nerve to do it.
That's why everybody should move away from home. Just to experience.
Just to find out whether you're funny or not.
What you're good at. Yeah.
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 Because they're not going to tell you at home.
When you were growing up, were you drawn to comedy stuff?
Yeah, I think I was a comedy nerd.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I'm very resentful of the funny bones people, the people who are always on. Just people who are just
and they know nothing about comedy.
And they never try. They don't get any references. They've never read a book, these people. It just comes out of them.
Proust? What are you talking about? Is that a kind of soup?
Because obviously those people are nature's comedians, and that's way, way better than trying to think of clever jokes and writing them down like a twat.
No, those are... It's all different.
It is. I do like sort of nerdy, precise comedy. Goblin comedy, obviously. But yeah,
it's the end result that counts.
I agree.
It's funny.
I got a review one year which said effortlessly funny, and I was like, I put so much effort into it. I was almost offended.
Being effortless.
Yeah, I'm glad that it came across as if it was just like this was natural, but like there was a whole slideshow. Like it was really, I worked so hard on it.
Yeah. But I mean, that would be a compliment.
It is. Yeah. Effort. I suppose that's the ideal, to make it look like you worked hard on it.
Yeah. So did you have comedy albums? Did you do the?
I listened to. I don't know the comedy albums were as big here as they were in the States, but I definitely had some of the Monty Python rip-offs. I think they were called. Mm-hmm. Where you would hear the Hollywood Bowl.
The Hollywood Bowl live
versions.
At the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah.
Where they would do the. And so I was about to recite the entirety of all the sketches.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary. I don't need to do that. But I want, for the record, to show that I could do that.
Yeah, he can do it.
And all the voices as well. But yeah, so I listened to that obsessively.
Yeah.
And I was big into sitcoms, Blackadder and Red Dwarf. And every sitcom that was going, I really liked Roseanne.
Roseanne was on Channel 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved...
Frasier?
I just rewatched a lot of Frasier. And Frasier and Cheers, they're just such tight scripts, really, really clever, full of clever jokes and cultural references. Cheers seems incredibly highbrow now. Mm-hmm. It seems like sort of an elite, like Peep Show, like a show for serious people who read broadsheet newspapers. Yeah, exactly, a show for people who smoke pipes.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine a sitcom like that being so sort of rich with sort of cultural references and literary and film references and music. And the great thing about Frasier is it's full of jokes about wine and opera and other things I know nothing about. And it doesn't matter at all.
Well, because Frasier was in Cheers. Yeah. And he was the intellectual that walked into the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, and Diane was a bit of an intellectual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they've got Coach, and Woody, who are the same character basically.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely idea that the guy who played Coach sadly died.
He died the first series.
And
Yeah.
you can see he doesn't look well in some of the episodes. It's difficult to watch. Watch back, and if you know this guy's about to die in 6 months' time,
Watch him
you're like,
die in the episode.
You can see him. It's not nice. But then they replace him with Woody Harrelson, which is a lovely idea that when someone can't be in the show anymore, you replace them. You just sort of file the serial numbers off and give it to a new actor.
That happens sometimes in shows. Yeah.
It's lovely. I mean, I'm not pleased that the guy died. Just for the record, it's sad that he died, but it's
the only one I can think of, and this is a long time. I used to watch this in reruns. Was Bewitched when the husband got replaced.
Different guy, and they had to draw a new guy for the cartoon at the start. Yeah.
That's a problem. Yeah. Now, did you like cartoons?
Yeah. So I do animation as a hobbyist because I'm obsessed with animation and cartoons.
So you can do animation too?
Well, yes, a little bit. Not very well. Like by the standards of comedians, I'm quite good at animating.
Yeah.
But compared to animators, I'm terrible. But I wanted to be Terry Gilliam from Python.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, be Terry Gilliam and just do the cartoons. And, that's doing a good impression of Terry Gilliam is a useless skill, by the way, because nobody knows what he sounds like. But he sounds like this. Yeah, it's just all in the back of the throat. That's what he sounds like. That's his laugh. My goal
Kenny
was...
didn't get it.
That's what Terry Gilliam sounds like.
Come on, Kenny.
He wasn't in any of the sketches, so nobody knows. I started stand-up thinking, I'll just meet some Oxbridge guys, and I'll do the cartoons for them. And my career will be... And it didn't
This is
work.
my question, too, is why aren't there's a lot of adult animation in the U.S., or a fair amount. How come it hasn't really taken off over here?
I wonder, is it because it probably can't afford it?
Yeah.
I guess. I always say I love watching old British TV dramas, but the difference between watching because there's some beautiful ones where they were shot on 16mm film, and so they've been rescanned and they look beautiful.
Yeah.
But every time someone crosses a room, you can really hear the floorboards because nothing is shot on a soundstage. So,
Yes.
So it looks beautiful, and then Poirot has to walk across the room, and it's like, and you're like, oh yeah. This is British television. You don't get that with Columbo. Columbo, you never hear his face.
Sorry about my shoes. They're a bit squeaky. My wife is supposed to oil them in the morning.
So I like the small scale of British stuff, but at the same time, it's a shame we don't have more money.
I think eventually, though, there's going to get a point where the software will be that you could do it all yourself.
We could put the footsteps back into Columbo.
Yes.
And oh, nice.
But yeah, that's a shame because I know there would be so many good animation shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose we did try a few in the 90s, but they didn't catch on. But then again, maybe it's because we only make 10 episodes of everything.
Right.
Wallace and Gromit is...
Wallace and Gromit. Okay,
Good
Kenny,
stuff.
you made a good point. What do you want, a brownie? Also, so you were involved, you were into comedy, but you never thought, I'm going to be a comedian. You thought film.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. I thought I'll be
you
behind
watched
the camera.
movies.
Yeah, I wanted to direct films, but I never had the courage because you make short films and it takes ages, and then you send them off to festivals. And in my experience, you don't get into the festivals, and then you start again, and it's quite depressing compared to. What I noticed doing the Fringe for the first time is more people have seen me do stand-up than have ever seen a film I'd made. I'd spent years trying to make films, and in 1 month. More people have just seen me do 5 minutes of comedy than that, and I thought, you can reach people.
And when did you realize that?
when I ran the numbers afterwards, I
got the big spreadsheets. Film school, stand up. Oh, okay.
And it's so cheap. It was so much cheaper to do stand up. Even though people talk about how expensive Edinburgh is, and how easy it is to lose loads of money. People were like, you can go up there and lose thousands of pounds. It's like, but I was raising money to make films and then not getting any of that back at all. You're telling me there's a chance I could sell tickets and make some of it back?
Quickly?
This is this is way better than making short films.
And you develop an idea and then you could go on stage that night.
Yeah.
You see the fruits the comedic fruits of your labor already.
The audience just immediately tells you at the end of every sentence
Yeah.
whether they're enjoying it or not. With
Yeah.
their laughs and their faces. And that's very helpful. It makes you realize how needy we are
Yeah.
compared to people who just sit and write a sonata and not play it to anyone and then send it off. Whereas we have to be like, was that? Did you like the thing that I noticed? Did you enjoy that? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Then I'll do the next bit. Then okay.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
You're not
really,
even done
isn't it?
yet. Yeah. But the thing about it too is that you film is like a team effort. It's collaborative. Your work, you got to get the script, and then you got to get your people together, and then you got to publicize it. It's just a long process.
Yes.
You've got to be very patient.
I mean, you've acted in many things.
Oh,
is
God,
it,
yes.
How does it? Is it? Can you improvise? Can you have fun? Does it just get boring compared to doing live stuff?
If you're just going on it for like 3 days or whatever, that's the best when they go, have fun with it.
You just turn up, put on a wig, and do something.
Well, it all depends on what it is. Like sometimes when things are like, they've already been on for a while, they've got it's a well-oiled machine. Whereas what I don't like is when, because sometimes I'll be known like, oh, Rich will make something up, but they don't have any sort of basis, like make up your character, make up the plot, make up the, and then you're like, oh, okay.
So they just expect you to just produce art for them.
Right. Whereas if it's something like Curb, it's like you're coming in, do this, and then you want to end like this, but you can make up the in-between bits. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
It depends on how, together they are, organized. Does that answer your question?
It does answer my question. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Any other questions? So you started doing stand-up and immediately you just got the bug.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think people either have a bad first gig and then there's that sense of I've got to do better. I've got to, like when you lose at a video game, you've got to be like, no, I'm going to get better at this. Or you have a good first gig, and then you're forever chasing because the investment to reward ratio is insane on your first gig.
It's like golf. If you hit that one good shot, you made that one joke.
Yeah,
it makes you want to.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, can I? And I don't know that it's ever possible to do it again, because when you just fluke something, you can't actually recreate it. So no gig now will ever be as rewarding as the first gig.
No.
Because I've spent years trying to get better at it. And I have got better at it. I am funnier now. The show is better.
Okay.
I honestly am. I don't know why people keep saying I'm not. But
all right.
I am, actually. But it's never going to be like you just turned up with 5 minutes of material and people laughed. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It is. It's like a bug you want to keep catching. Yeah.
That's really good branding for the comedy disease.
So when did you start getting into the kind of an hour show mentality when you did Edinburgh?
Yeah, I was a coward about it. I was very slow to do it, and I didn't know that I wanted to do it until. In fact, I think I did the first time I did a work in progress. I was like, oh, that was great. It was fun. It was just me, because I was so sort of whimsical and intellectual.
Yeah.
I would usually do quite well in clubs because it would be like, oh, my wife, the usual thing.
You would be different from the other acts.
I was gigging in the 1970s, yeah.
Yeah.
And they would come out, the mother-in-law, and then I'd come out and be different. And so, yeah, I would be different. So, but sometimes, like, if the compere did, like, really heavy sex stuff, as sometimes they did, and then brought me on, I would always die if they did, like 9 minutes of fingering material.
You just do the Oscar Wilde stuff.
Yeah. And then, yeah, exactly. And then I would just come out and do my sort of flimsy whimsy. And it was nice to go, like, oh, in a show, I get to set all the rules and expectations, and I can control people's experience of it as a as a
And
piece
people
of,
are going to see you.
yeah,
'cause
even
they've-
if they're just
yeah.
sort of turning up because it's like free comedy, they've still sort of seen a flyer. They've got an idea that this looks like it might
Oh,
be for me.
he's tall. I want to see him. Yeah.
6'2", you say?
Yeah, excellent. That's Trump's height.
Yeah. And I think I weigh the same as his official weight as well.
200?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, he does.
I think he's
say
actually taller
he's
than
like
me.
200.
I think he's 6'3". I think so. I think he's
Maybe he's lied about that.
maybe.
Too.
No way. The president? No, come on. The president. The president can't lie.
Have you had a secret MRI? Maybe.
No.
No.
Should I?
Okay. Yeah, he has.
He had a secret
Yeah,
MRI.
I think so. Anyway, that's neither here nor
Are we?
there.
Are you allowed to? Do you have inside information that you're?
Kenny's going to cut this part
Okay.
out,
I
yeah.
don't know if people are ready to hear this.
So your first 1 hour show was at the festival.
Yes, it was called the Alisdair Beckett-King Mysteries.
And so you've done a bunch since then.
That I've done. I guess 4. Yeah, only 4. So some people have done one a year in that amount of time. So I could have done about 8, but I've been
did you
slower.
tour each one of those shows?
Not straight away.
No, okay.
I only got to start doing touring after lockdown and after having videos do well and getting a tiny bit of telework. So I was able then to sort of dig back into, these shows I did that were okay that nobody saw. I can take these older shows on tour. But now I'm in the horrible state of I've run out of those. Now I have to write actual new jokes for people. Ugh.
It's like the Game of Thrones when they've gone through all the books. Shit, what do I do now?
I've got no idea. Help me, J.R.R.R. Martin. G.R.R.
R cubed. What do you do? Yeah.
So, I mean, what I did was I did write the jokes, but it was harder. Because
I
I got
know.
used to touring shows that I wrote several years ago.
Yeah. But
which
that
was so
keeps you
nice.
fresh, though. That keeps you fresh.
It's been fun. It's been fun to relearn stuff.
So what about this tour? How did you approach this one? Is it just a compilation of funny stuff, doing gigs?
It's called King of Crumbs because as you know, you have to name shows when you've got no idea what they're about. But I had the idea that you sort of try and do big, important comedy about serious issues, but then you end up talking about like little details, like things you notice when you're in the supermarket or when you're feeding the ducks. And so I thought King of Crumbs is quite big because it's like I have all these ambitions, intellectual ambitions, but actually the show's just going to be, when I started writing, I was like, I don't think I've got a show. I've just got these crumbs. So I was like, well,
do you explain that in the show?
Maybe I should explain that in the show. So it's about bringing the crumbs together, and then eventually you've got a
because that makes
cheesecake.
sense.
Yeah.
That really does. Oh, yeah, the cheesecake is a whole filling or a shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just to begin with, it's just crumbs. But eventually, and I think some people really do just tell one story in a show. But I think most people, if we're being honest, are finding bits and bits and bits. And then it's really nice when you've got 2 totally unrelated bits, and then you discover you can link them together with a new joke, and it looks like it was all planned from the start.
Yes.
And, that's beautiful.
Well, sometimes people have, I'm going to write about this. I got, ear cancer, and I'm going to write my whole show about that. And then I'll have little jokes that go off about that. And then there are other people that go, I've got all these jokes, right? But I've got a lot of jokes about ear cancer that I'm going to, you know what I mean?
Yes,
It's like you do them in one of 2 ways, right?
I think look at what the jokes are about and try, because I think, because I have little video bits and animated bits. I try
in the show.
Yeah, I try and structure it like
Show off.
the...
What is show off?
If I could juggle, I'd be juggling as well.
That's great.
But I think about the way musical acts. If you're a musical comedian, you play a song, you do a bit of chat, you play a song, you do a bit of chat, and you'd probably have 8, 10 songs in a show, and bits of chat in between.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well those I can do like a bit, a 2-minute bit, and then I can throw to the screen and have a little clip, and then I can do another 2 or 3 minute bit, and then I can throw to the screen. And I feel like you want to structure it. I want to structure it.
Bit screen.
Yeah, and while they're looking at the screen, I have a little drink of water.
Nice.
I've earned that. And it's like a concept album. Is what I try and think of it like. It's not it's not telling a story, but it feels right. It feels like it's got some kind of musical shape to it. Where it
Yes.
feels like it went somewhere, even though
That's
I'm
what
just,
you want.
That's what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it's pure hand-waving nonsense to try and create the illusion of structure. Really,
well,
all
it's
I
a
want to do is tell
ride. The
jokes.
audience is going on your ride that you've
Yes.
created. Yeah.
And it should be satisfying. Like I didn't know you were such an expert when it came to rides.
Yeah, but I've mentioned this on the pod that sometimes I used to, every time I did an hour show, I'd always stop at one point and look at the clock, and it was always 40 minutes. I don't know why.
Oh, because that's the point of the legendary lull in an hour-long
Yes.
show, is that 40
I think
minutes.
I never solved it. Maybe I did, and I go, here we go. Let's punch it home.
It's because I used to try putting, well, I'll put the best bits. I'll put the bits that, like, I would be closing on in a club. I'll put them
Yes.
there. Terrible idea. Because the reason it's a lull is that the audience are losing focus and they've been sitting for a certain amount of time. And so you're wasting the best bit on them there. So it needs to be something that changes the tone, I now think. It needs to be something that has a
needle
something weird.
scratch.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
that just livens things up. Some music comes in or something. So the screen is handy for that because you can just
That's
throw
when
it to
the
something
puppets
different.
go in.
And that's when all the puppets come
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Exactly. And then you put the puppets in post, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So when do you start your
At the time
venture?
of recording, I'm going on tour at the end of this month, at the end of February,
Oh,
starting in Shrewsbury or Shrewsbury. I don't know which.
Now, is that where the Taming of the Shrew was
That's true,
created?
yeah. It was originally the Taming of Shrewsbury, but they
okay.
just shortened it for the posters.
Wow. So Shrewsbury, you're going to see the first show, King of Crumb.
Oh, it's going to be so good, yeah.
And are you very detail oriented with every aspect? Like the house music has to start with the police, and are you that into the whole thing?
I wish I was better at control because I want to be in control of all of it.
Yeah.
But I'm bad. I'm bad at focusing on absolutely everything. So I try not to be a control freak. But,
Right.
But if anything is done less well than I would do it if I had just done it, I get very upset.
Okay.
About that. I'm nice to work with. I'm not moody.
Did you hear that? Shrewsbury Tex? You better be on your toes.
Yeah, just be on your game is what I'm saying. Really.
Yeah.
Because.
Or do you bring
standards.
one person with you to go on?
No, it's very much just me and a big bag full of nonsense and a laptop. So
like props? You've got a lot.
a couple of things. It might be the 40-minute mark.
Right.
You never know. just bring out a human skull. Yeah.
That was great at the 40 minutes. I forgot all about it. And so you're going to be doing the tour for about a year?
No,
Or no?
It's not too long. It's about 25, 27 dates, something like
okay.
that. So it's just this spring. So a nice little spring tour.
Oh, that's
For
going to
a-
be fun.
For a lovely little gentleman.
It's a nice jaunt
Yes.
around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about plans after that? Do you have any, are you one of these guys that wants to keep doing stand-up, or do you have a film you want to do, or
What's the game plan?
Yeah,
How
I'm
you
just
get out
curious.
of this hellhole of,
Yeah.
that is live comedy. Yeah,
I mean that's fine. It's live
I
stand-up.
really like doing it. That's
Yeah.
the thing that really surprised me about it. Because I approached it cynically, thinking, "Oh, I'll learn how to write comedy from doing this, and and then it'll help me with film and other stuff." And
Yeah.
actually, it's just really
For what it
enjoyable.
is.
For what it's really enjoyable to do it
Yeah.
for what it is. So I just feel really lucky for now to be able to make a living doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's really rare. It's hard if you're making there's a lot of bitterness in comedy because there's
Well, this is news to me. What is this bitterness stuff?
But like you were saying, nothing's getting made. We don't have any money.
Yes.
There's hardly any sitcoms are getting made. It used to be that it's all panel shows because sitcoms were too expensive, and now panel shows are too expensive.
Yeah, where are the panel shows?
There's just not enough panel
They're
shows
not.
on television. Everyone is saying this.
Panels.
And so people get kind of bitter. But I feel like if you're making a living out of going around telling jokes to people, then
It's the best.
you've made it.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, most comedians have made it, and there's degrees of making it.
Well,
but
I mean, since I came over here during the pandemic, and all of a sudden there's so many people touring and performing that weren't before.
people who had got off the circuit and
Yes.
are now back. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
just
you
changed.
got control over it, and it's immediate, and
And plus, they're not commissioning enough comedies on TV. The panel shows.
everybody's writing a book as well. I've written some kids' books. All the screenwriters are having to publish books. Having to publish books as if it's
You
a punishment.
have to publish a
They're being
book.
forced to publish books. And yeah, because it's something that you have control over.
Yes.
Like I wrote some kids' books, and I was like, this is they're mystery stories.
Oh, nice.
And the series is called Montgomery Bon Bon. They're murder mysteries for kids. But the nicest thing about it was finishing it
You mean
because
kids get murdered?
no. The
Okay,
kid solves the murder.
Okay, great.
But just getting to have something that's done, because pitching shows, you were talking about that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You just pitch show after show, and people say, "Have you got any ideas?" And you're like, "Yeah." Do you remember the 9 ideas I sent you last year? Maybe one of those is still good.
Yeah,
it feels
what is-
like
Why is it so, visceral? It just disappears the minute you say it.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a thing
Well,
that I said. Yeah.
Exactly. Whereas with the book, you get to make it, and then it's finished, and you can move on in a way. Because up until that point, I'd just been writing treatments and scripts that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And you never find out, would this have been good? Would that sitcom idea have been funny? Maybe it wouldn't have been. But you don't find out. But with a book, like, oh, now I can see what's good about it. I can see what I would try and do differently.
Complete control.
It's been made.
Yeah.
And you can move on. It's
Another
so nice.
thing, you don't have to think of production values. If you want a helicopter in your book, you can have a helicopter.
There's no producer saying, "Well, that sounds very expensive."
yes.
And me saying, "It's okay. I know how you can do it on computers. I can do it."
And this is why I've started to write a book. I haven't done anything yet. But
Have you started to begin writing a book?
you own the intellectual property of the book.
Yes.
So you can sell the rights to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where the big money is. Yeah.
Whereas if you wrote the screenplay, people might go, well, yeah, great, Rich.
Can you tell us what the book is called? Does it have a title yet?
Yes, and can I have a latte as well? Okay. Yeah. So listen, there is a segment in the show. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's called Fill in the Blank.
Okay.
Okay, so I give you a statement. You have to fill in the blank. You don't have to be funny.
Good.
Yes.
It's one thing we've established so far.
Take the stress off. Number 1, Blank is a movie which I hated at first, but is now one of my favorites.
Mulholland Drive.
Whoa!
Yeah. Straight out of the gate.
You
Mulholland Drive.
said this is too weird.
Because I think, like we were saying very much at the start of the podcast, I watched it as an uptight teenager, slightly weirded out by it's like I was watching it in my living room and there's sex in it and there's nipples and I was a bit embarrassed. I was 50. We hate nipples.
I hated
we're
nipples.
both nipple haters.
I was a real nipple hater.
And I was like, what is it about? And I remember reading like theories and explanations of the plot and you dig down and you go like, well, this isn't interesting. And it took me years to realize that the point that films aren't codes that you're supposed to crack to come up with the answer of what they're about.
Right, right.
Watching it again as an adult, it's full of moving moments, things between characters, things that feel real, things that feel unreal and weird. It's very funny, And it's like it doesn't. The goal is not to just try and understand everything and to nail down what does this mean, what does that mean. It's not what it's about.
You needed that life experience too, with nipples.
And with nipples. And now, if you show me a nipple, I wouldn't even react. I'm completely calm around nipples these days.
I think I was reading I think Rolling Stones had the 100 greatest movies of the 21st century, and Mulholland Drive was like...
Was it?
One of the top.
I think it's terrific.
Yeah.
It was going to be a TV series. It was going to be the new Twin Peaks.
Yeah, what happened?
And they watched it and they were like, no, you can't do that. And so they reshot it as a film. But you can see how it would have been in the way that Twin Peaks has the drama and the pastiche, but also comedy. Like it's really funny.
Love Twin Peaks.
Mulholland Drive has the same. There's some really funny bits that I'd totally forgotten about.
I hated The Shining at first.
Really?
Because I had just read the book, and I was one of these people like, it's not in the book.
It's really different to the book, isn't it?
Yeah, because at the end, he's going through the maze, and actually there are these topiary animals that are actually moving in the book.
Yes.
I can see why they didn't do it.
Well, because I remember that because they're like a lion. There's lions that come to life, but it would have looked so rubbish.
Yeah.
It was totally right to not put that in the film.
Yes, which I found out later. 2, I've broken blank bones in my entire life.
In my own body, 0. I've
Really?
Never broken a bone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Wow.
Kenny?
Never either.
Really? You're Australian?
We gotta break bones.
Yes. You're the first intact Australian I've ever heard of.
Is that from being careful or?
Yeah, it's not going outside is the secret. Just sort of dwelling in a sort of closet kind of underground cave environment.
3, I think I'm pretty sure I understand everything about Severance. Blank or false?
I think true.
True.
I think it's true because I think what Severance is about is it's just like most shows. It's just a love story.
Okay.
It's just a love story. It doesn't matter what the goats mean. None of the rest of it really matters. It's just a love story.
It's about overcoming this problem he has with the brain.
It is. But it's like, is he going to choose the girl, or is he going to do the right thing, or is he going to stay with the woman he loves? You know,
Right.
That's it. That's all it's about. It's just about love.
It is, basically.
It's just love.
Okay. Wow. Thank you.
It's like this podcast, really. It's just like, it's about love at the end of the day, isn't it?
At the end of the day, it's about love. Love Box. If I was given £1,000 today to spend on myself, blank is what I'd buy. You're not buying for somebody else.
It's just for me.
Just
and
for
I
you.
have to spend it because I'd probably just put it in the bank. In real life.
You have to spend it or it'll be gone. I'm going to burn it.
I don't know. I'd probably squander it on like something I really don't need, like a diopter for a camera lens, like a lens for a camera.
Oh, a diopter. That was what I was going to say.
I didn't come here to be mocked. I'd be too tempted to buy some piece of camera equipment I don't need and wouldn't use.
Well, that's the
all I
thing.
do is shoot silly videos for the internet.
You're just handed this money. I just wanted to see how you would, blow it.
I miss thinking of myself as a film guy. So
Okay.
maybe I'd get like one of those chairs with director written on it and just sit in that.
Yeah, I always say I'm going to buy equipment when I get extra money, but it never
What do you
happens.
spend the money on?
I don't spend it.
You just keep it.
No, I mean, this
took it
scenario is, it's rare that I go, oh, this is all mine. I'm just going to spend it.
Yeah.
I usually, buy food and stuff. Last question.
Okay.
Blank, I'm embarrassed to say, is in my cupboard right now.
I think nothing, because my flat's so small, we don't really have any cupboards space. So it's a really tiny flat that we live in, and
Nothing. Your
so
cupboard is bare.
I'm not saying I don't have any skeletons in my closet. I'm saying I don't have a closet, really. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a lack of.
There's no kind of weird snack or any kind of...
I mean, we've got a small ramekin full of pumpkin seeds.
That's weird.
Is that where do you keep your pumpkin seeds?
In a jar. Oh. Yeah.
In a jar.
Yeah.
Okay. Not in the. So you take them
put
out of the plastic
yogurt and stuff.
You pour them into a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it have one of those sort of lever ones?
Yes.
One of those jars.
Yeah. We got
those.
Those. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I didn't, but yeah.
No, because you wouldn't have spent the money. You would have just.
Yes. And now it's plug time.
Oh.
Off the
back of that.
Off the back
pumpkin
of this.
seeds revelation.
Yes. I've got a segue to plug time.
When you clip bits, make sure to clip the pumpkin seeds bit, because that is the bit that's going to get them. All right?
Lead with that. Don't bury it.
Hold on, I'll just do a face so you can be like, pumpkin seeds? And then you can use that as the graphic, and people will be like, what's this pumpkin secret that he's got? It's that he eats pumpkin seeds.
So plug time. Where can we get tickets to your...
The internet mainly.
Right,
Buy them from the venue. Buy them from
your site.
Ticketmaster. There's links on my site.
Right.
The tour is put on by Mick Perrin Worldwide. They've got all the dates listed on there.
Right?
They're very nice people. They know what they're doing. So it's a UK tour where I go to lots of places in England, plus Belfast, Cardiff, and Glasgow.
Oh, okay.
So it is
no
mostly
Dublin?
England. No Dublin. They wouldn't let me. I think the hair. They think I would just be absorbed into Ireland if I were to cross the border.
Oh, okay.
And that's the fear.
So is it an EU thing?
I assume it's an. I think,
okay.
I think I might be like a taxable good of some kind. So I don't. There's some kind of backstop situation.
Right.
I'm not allowed to cross the border.
I'd look into that. No, I would think you would do Dublin.
I'd really love to, but I've never been to the Republic of Ireland.
Well,
I'd love to perform.
Guys, watch this guy. It's amazing. You're going to love it, and you're going to want him to do Ireland. Right?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pumpkin seeds will be sold in the lobby, right? Is that a good snack?
I just throw them out to the people in the first few rows. Yeah.
And do you have merch?
I keep thinking that I should get merch because people want to give money to comedians.
People will pay for merch.
But what merch? What would
it doesn't
this
matter.
Face on a pumpkin seed?
Yes. A coaster, a thumbtack, you name it.
Nail clippers.
Think about
branded
it.
nail clippers. Thank you for the tip.
Think about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Good luck on your tour.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Oh, that was great. I was excited to talk to him, and I hope he was to talk to me as well, because that's how it works. All right. Well, so if you want to see that King of Crumbs tour, go check out his website and buy a ticket. And if you want to buy merch for TalkBox, look at this. I've been drinking on this the whole time. It's a mug. There's T-shirts as well, hoodies, nasal stuff. No, there isn't any nasal stuff. Shot glass. There's a whole, if you have sleep apnea, there's one of those things. No, there isn't. Anyway, come on. You know what to do. Bye. See ya.
Rich Fulcher's TalkBox.